My name is Tiffany Rodrigues, and I'm an educational technology coach for Enterprise Elementary School District. And today we're going to talk about appropriate searching for your sixth grader. We want them to have meaningful searches on the internet while appropriately using the information they find, giving credit and understanding why that's important. And I'll even give you some techniques that you can try in your classroom. Some may ask, why even talk about researching with our students? Well, the internet's big and it has some really good information, but some really bad information too. So we want to make sure that the students understand that how to be safe and to really find what they're looking for and to give credit to the author or the creator. Some terms your kids will need to know are things like keywords and strategy when they're actually searching the internet. Words like citation and plagiarism and piracy when they don't cite their sources. And things like advertisements and how they're all over and people are always trying to sell them information. There are 4 skills we're going to talk about today that I got from scholastic.com, and one of them is to check their sources. Is the author or the site knowledgeable of the subject? Is it current or has information changed? And does the information actually make sense with what they know? You can try giving students a research question and have them try to find a good and a bad source, and they'll really have to decide if it's good or bad. We also need to talk about how to respect ownership. Talk to students about plagiarism and piracy. Show them real consequences for plagiarism, like fines and expulsions from educational establishments, and really make it personal. Have the students think about how they would feel if their property was stolen. An interesting thing to do is have a group of students come up with a solution to a problem and then blatantly give credit to another group. I'm sure your first group won't be too happy about it, but ask all the students to write about how the activity felt. We want to teach our kids to ask good questions. What are they actually looking for and how can they define their search? We want them to think about the words they're using in the search bar so they can find things more effectively and efficiently. Play a research game. Ask specific questions and see who in your class can answer the question first. Those are probably the people using the correct words. And finally, we want to teach them to be patient and resilient. Sometimes they won't find it in the first shot, but we want to teach them to keep going and try different ways of searching so they can find their information. Have students try to come up with really hard questions that can't be found in just a single Google search. Fair use is a big legal term, but for terms of a 6th grader, we want them to know that copyrighted work can be used for educational purposes. We want them to think about how much of the original work are they actually using, did they cite their source, and is this for education or are they trying to make money with it? All things that a student needs to think about. Well, that's it, folks. I hope that you can try some of these out with your students and your students can become better digital citizens.